What is up, you guys? It's your boy CrossTail here for another installment of our Pokemon Flora Sky playthrough. In the last episode, we made our way to Tease City. I really think that I butchered that name. So we made our way to Tease City. We covered Cycling Road in the last few episodes, and we actually had a lot of evolutions. We made our way to Route J, and looking at our Pokemon, we actually have our Mob, our level 16 Kadabra, Splashy, our newly evolved level 20 Gyarados. We have also Zigzag the Zigzagoon, Natsu the Monferno, Skyrus the Staravia, and Fluffy the Flaffy. With that being said, we still have a long ways to go in covering Route J. Let's move forward then, and let's see where this route takes us. Oh, we get a phone call. It's Lau. Okay, that was relatively weird, but I don't necessarily enjoy getting phone calls in this game because they don't exactly give me like anything much. But let's see if this girl is a trainer. Oh no, she's not a trainer. I feel like we covered her in the last episode already. Anyway, after this route, I feel like we should go to T City to cover that for a bit. Because it's T City. We're going a little bit down, and if we go to the left, it's Terzoro City. And Route L brings us to the Pokemon League, and we'll circle back to Plate Picks. So probably after Route J, or maybe we should cover T City first. Let's go for T City first. I feel like we covered Route J a little too early. Hopefully that's right in the playthrough. If not, if we get a little bit stuck or a little bit lost, we'll just circle back. Seems like we tend to circle back a lot, which actually feels like I should really do some prior research even on just the layout or like the progression of the series. But what are you gonna do? We'll see what happens. Anyway, just a little highlight or a little update on my personal life. Yep, I'm gonna give you guys some life updates to fill up some dead air. How about them apples? So, today is officially the first Saturday or the first weekend. As I'm recording this, it's the first weekend of the new semester for my school. So, like I think I've mentioned this in previous episodes, that online classes are really, really draining. So hopefully we can take this time to actually just like chill, be with one another. If you guys want to interact with me, that'll be super awesome. While we're making our way back to T City. So obviously, just for like short background, sorry about that. For those, I'm not entirely sure if I mentioned this before, but I'm from the Philippines, and the COVID situation, obviously, everything that's happening with the coronavirus isn't exactly that easy for everyone. And I hope you all guys are all staying safe, staying healthy, keeping up and up with everything, being, in a manner of speaking, like socially aware of what's happening with you guys, with your country, with your location, because it'll be really, really helpful to you guys in the future, because it'll help you learn why in the world this pandemic won't cease, like stuff like that. Like usually what we see here in the Philippines, or what I see here in the Philippines in my personal opinion, I don't want to get too political in this video or in any of my videos really, because I just aim to become a Pokemon content creator. I think that's the goal. We don't necessarily, if we become a content creator with a following or a power or a position to make change, or like since people follow us or something like that, I think that's a position, or that's the time that I should make like situations or like my thoughts about these types of situations known. But I think the first step in what we should be doing is that we should just be more socially aware, because overall it'll benefit us more than you think. So anyway, we made it back to T City. We're gonna look around. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that this looked a lot like Slateport, and it even has the sounds of Slateport. Oh, I need a ticket. Okay. Okay, repel. Okay. So there was nothing in this house. Nothing that the NPCs give me. When Aragi isn't here, I think he put them there. Oh, there's a gym in this city. Oh wow. Okay. I think he's talking about me. I'm so flattered. Wow. I'm flattered that there's a trainer that's going around beating gyms, but I feel like I'm the only trainer in this game that's actually progressing other than the gym trainers. But anyway. Oh. Hasty nature, the higher speed compared to... Yeah, fun fact. Not necessarily a fun fact for veteran Pokemon players, but for you first-time Pokemon players, you gotta look at the natures of your Pokemon because they're the IVs or the intrinsic value. I'm gonna say intrinsic values, but I really feel like that's wrong. Oh wow, May. There's a battle. Oh wow. Okay then, so we're starting off this video relatively early with a Pokemon battle from our rival May, and she has a level 23 Natu. Now let's see what our level 18 Fluffy can't say about that. Oh wow, you're using Leer. Guess what? I'll Thunder Shock you. Oh wow, that hurt quite a bit. Even though that wasn't very effective, that's still 10 hit points. And we're gonna two-shot this Natu. Oh wow, it's using Nightshade now. That's a nice background. I feel like I've mentioned that for Nightshade before. But that's a nice background. Anyway. Where was I? I feel like I drifted off somewhere. Primplup. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna go to... Oh wow, it's using Swords Dance. This is going to be trouble. Oh wow, it's doing a third. I feel like it's gonna go for a water attack, so let's swap into to Splashy to cut its attack. There we go. Now we got the Intimidate off. There was no sense in you using... There was no sense in you using that Swords Dance. It was utterly futile there, my good sir. Oh, my good man. Fluffy's going to be our best bet. In terms of, like, raw power. Let's bite. Let's just see where this takes us. Oh wow, it's using Swords Dance again. Oh my god. Yikes. Let's swap it out for Staravia. Let's just do this combo since apparently they're extremely high leveled. I told you guys, I feel like I know that I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but the power scaling, the level scaling is just utterly scary. Oh my god, that was enough to almost one-shot me. Oh my god, oh wow. I'm so sorry. I pressed something. Yowza, that is still very, very hurtful. Let's go with Fluffy. That's now it has Primplup has his attack cut. And you go for a Metal Claw. I resist that. Amazing. And you're paralyzed. Perfect, perfect. Let's go for another Thunder Shock. You're confused. Let's go for another Thunder Shock. Yep. Fluffy going in for the kill. And now that Primplup says bye-bye now. And now we get a leveled up Fluffy. Man, Fluffy gaining levels. There's some gains in this video. Anyway, that was relatively weird. It's a good thing we didn't go off with any casualties. Okay, oh, I'm gonna register her in her Pokenav. Sure. Sure thing. Unseeable. Therefore, I decided to go to Tesoro City. However, we have to go through the desert with heavy sandstorm, but don't worry. Oh, okay. So it's a good thing that we went through T City first and we explored it a bit because eventually we were going to be forced to go to Tesoro anyway. But anyway, while we're here, let's continue just looking around before we heal up and just circle back to Route J. What is this house? Are you a move tutor? Will you give me a TM? Nope, it gave me TM44 for rest. Why did it just almost say TM44 sleep? Anyway, it's like really interesting. Where was I going with what I was saying before I was weirdly cut off? Oh, so the third gym leader is a female character named Aragi. Hopefully we'll get to meet her soon. Finally get to check out what type of Oh, wow! Cool! Okay, okay. So we get confirmation that trade evolutions here are level up evolutions now. Now instead of getting our Kadabra, our Alakazam at level 25 or level 16 or what have you, we now get an Alakazam at level 35, so they level up like a usual starter Pokemon. That's really, really interesting. Anyway, moving forward, what was I saying with that tangent while we were looking around this city? Like, yeah, everything that's happening with the Corona situation, I feel like we all need to do our part. Oh, it's a department store. Cool. I feel like now this is more resembling Lily Cove. See, it literally says, welcome to the Lily Cove department store. Okay, so this isn't like... Okay, yeah, I can see it. So, this is more like the Lily Cove department, Lily Cove City, rather than Slateport. Even with the entire boats and stuff. Like, where was I going with this? Ah, the COVID situation, the Corona situation. I feel like it's really, really interesting, and we all need to do our part in all small ways, in our own small ways, in one way or another. I feel like it'll benefit us all, at the very least, probably. I feel like it's our responsibility as people and as fellow citizens, I guess. Cuts accuracy. Isn't this Flash? Weakens physical attacks. I'm sorry, that's light screen. Ramming attack that may cause flinching. Headbutt? That lowers special attack damage. Isn't that, Wait, no, Reflect is the physical and Light Screen is a special. Powerful Fire, that's, Fire Blast. This is Thunder. This is Blizzard, and this is Hyper Beam. So they kind of retained those except for the Headbutt and the Flash thing. They kind of changed that up. This is more for decorations. You are... What is this? Don't they have set dates for their clear out sales? I watch TV but they never show any commercials. Oh, I'm bone dry thirsty. Should I give you like water or lemonade? Yeah, I feel like if you guys like want to get like cheap healing items, the vending machine here is really, really cheap. They give you like really, really amazing healing items, and they cost way less than like your usual potions. Would you be interested in the Pokemon learning substitute? I don't feel... Oh, they're all able, but I won't teach any of them substitute. That's more of like a tactical move that I'll use for the future, and if we'll need that, we'll probably mark that down. I probably am going to regret if ever in like a future video I say, where is that? I remember that there was a place where we could learn substitute. Maybe I'll just look that up, and I'll just like hit myself in the face. I'll face palm myself once I figure out that, oh my god, that's what I was referring to. Anyway, as I was saying before I keep going off on like these multiple tangents, it's like really, really interesting for us to like make do with our situation. I'm not telling us to settle, obviously, because none of us deserve this situation, especially for all those that we've unfortunately have lost during this time. I don't believe that we deserve any of this, that any of us deserve this in reality, regardless of whether or not I'm a content creator with a voice at this particular point in time. I just feel like everyone needs to do our part in this case, and that part in that part, I believe that a way that we can contribute is by knowing more. We don't necessarily need to get involved yet. I feel like that's a decision that only you and you can make. But at the very least, we need to get ourselves informed. So I strongly encourage a lot of people, especially like friends of mine, to actually learn about the things that are happening, like the importance of vaccines, what the harms of vaccines. If ever you guys are still skeptical, because I'm not going to do any type of propaganda to like force you to become educated on one thing or not. I don't feel like I'm well equipped yet to provide that sort of information. If you guys want some of that information, I can do some research for you guys. That'll be really interesting. And if you guys want like to shed some light on some Filipino culture that you feel that I know that I'm familiar with, I'd be more than willing to share it with you guys. Just let me know down in the comments below. Like interact with me on my Twitter. I don't feel like I'm comfortable yet with like having a Facebook page for this type of stuff, because I feel like it'll take up way too much time, and it's like social media is already extremely saturated, honestly. I feel like just being a small-time content creator now, and like hopefully it'll like pick up a little bit soon, but I'm not expecting anything, honestly. I just feel like just putting out content there for everyone. I just really feel like this is one of the ways that I can contribute to what we're feeling right now, this type of distress and like isolation, quote unquote, that we're feeling from the situation. And in a way, it'll help all of us, in a manner of speaking, not necessarily settle, but like cope with the situation in some form or way. But hopefully, we learn to pick ourselves up from where we are. Because, oh my god, this Mudkip knows surf. Oh my god. That was a critical hit. And that it did almost nothing to Splashy. Yeah, just my second thoughts on that, or something like that. I really feel like everyone's struggling, honestly. Everyone's struggling, and some of us are thriving, and most of us probably are just surviving from day to day. I'm fortunate enough to be one of those people that don't necessarily like have extreme issues. Yeah, we have issues of financials and personal, like every family probably has those types of situations. No family is perfect. It's how you make do and how you cope with or move forward with your problems is how you like tell yourself that, oh, we're like a solid family. Or it depends, probably. It's really subjective. I'm not going to tell you guys that your family's bad if they do this or they do that. It's all based on subjectivity, because only you guys can set your standards on what you feel like as a family it should be. Or you're the only one that can set standards, like a situation where this is involved, like where money is involved, or where politics is involved. This should be the standard. It's all really subjective, and I'm really open to like your guys' thoughts on what you think should be the politics in your area. I'm not too familiar with politics in other areas, but I'd really like to hear your opinions on these types of things, because it makes it feel like the content creators, no matter how small, may not exactly have like an opportunity to evoke like immediate change, or like significant change almost immediately. But I feel like small-time content creators still have the responsibility to like stir up, like they shake the pot a little. It would be my turn of phrase for it, because no matter what happens, like people are still going to have opinions, especially with societal issues like gender expression, sexual orientation. There's still a lot of things that are being discussed on there, with regards to those topics. I mean, that don't necessarily fly with a lot of other conservative and traditional people. Okay, this is the last area in T-City that we can go to before we head out. Will you give us the Oh, okay, it isn't available yet. Okay, so there's not much in T City other than that Pokemon battle and the fact that we now know that we need to go to Terzoro City. Anyway, now that we've circled around T City, I feel like that's a wrap for this video, guys. We've actually just hit the 20-minute mark and I've just been babbling on about a lot of things. Anyway, next time we are going to go back to Route J and we are going... Oh, actually, no. Let's just go there first. I'm so sorry for being shortchanged. So that next episode, you'll see that we're already there or something like that. If that makes any sense. Excuse me. We'll actually go there now so that when we start off on the next video, we'll actually be already in Route J. Here in Route I. Anyway, from what I've been saying all throughout this video is that we're all struggling. I really appreciate those that are still able to extend themselves like past their usual points, because we know how much extending ourselves in the usual circumstance is already taxing on ourselves as it is, especially now that everyone is in a manner of speaking like double pacing themselves, especially for the frontliners. All of our frontliners, I really appreciate all your work. I don't necessarily have any family members that are directly frontliners, but I know a lot of people that are essentially on the road to becoming frontliners, on the road to actually, or are currently are frontliners, but they're not blood related with me. But nonetheless, I really do appreciate all the frontliners' work. I'm not going to hero idolize them, put them on a pedestal, or normalize the fact that frontliners in some situations, if not in a lot of situations, are just being glorified. So I think that's some food for thought. That if we ever are going to manifest thoughts like we're going to appreciate people or stuff like that, please do make sure that there's consent with them, that we're not exactly glorifying them too much in such a way that it invalidates their struggles or it low-key overshadows their struggles to the point that we're not considering how they feel about our appreciation for them. Because appreciation is flattering and all, but in my opinion, I feel like appreciation without consent is like a really big factor to deal with. But anyway, that's all for this episode, guys. Hopefully there's some food for thought. Join us again next time. We'll go through Route J onto Terzoro City. We got the goggles from May this episode, and hopefully we can use them in our next episode. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, all that outro stuff. Share it with your friends if you want to. And that is all. We'll see you guys next time.